Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Warframe showcase video. And man, I feel like I have not uploaded something like this in a minute, bro. I know I uploaded last week, but Jesus. I think because I was sick a couple weeks ago, kind of messed with my head, but I don't know. We'll see what's up. Anyways, on this video, we are going to be covering Nidus, who, by the way, is a powerhouse of a Warframe. If you haven't picked him up, or if you're a new player, and you're looking for like a solid, like, damage dealing frame, like, this dude is the way to go. One of the best in my opinion. Um, and yeah, we're gonna be going over his stats. I'm gonna show you his abilities individually, show you how they stack up. Then I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna give you like a little template to like mod if you're like trying to pick him up, or if you were like a beginner. And then towards the end, I'll show you my build and showcase all his abilities and how they synergize. Right. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the showcase. So Nidus, by the way, Johnny, you know, Nidus doesn't have any shields, just armor and health. And his passive is tied to his stacks, which, as you can see here, causes him to mutate. Um, the more stacks you get, the more, I think, the more damage you deal with your abilities. I think it's like, I don't know, he gets stronger with the stacks. I don't know how to explain it. It's been a minute. Um, and then once you get past 15, I was gonna say this. I just wanted to show something. Um, you trigger sort of like an undying kind of thing, and you ignore death, you know. And like I said, it's all about getting stacks. It don't make sense right now. I want to show it to you. Okay, so going over his first ability, virulence. Essentially, what he does is he stomps the ground, unleashing forward a wave of like infested thing, and it'll cause damage to enemies caught in it. One thing to know is when you hit enemies with it, it will return energy to you, and it will increase your stacks. So it's gonna be a primary ability you're gonna be using. It scales a lot with strength, um, and obviously growing your stacks helps out your output with that. So just keep that in mind. Larva, Nidus casts out basically the larva that groups enemies together. This is gonna synergize with your first ability, so you're gonna want to hit this, then your first. That's all it does. This is just a grouping ability, honestly. Parasitic Link. Okay, so when you have it tied to an enemy, a lot of the damage that you take will be redirected towards the enemy till it dies. And if you go hit it with an ally, it can be like a team buff. You both get an increase in damage, and you both get damage reduction, and it will cost one stack when you use it. So it's really good stuff. This is a good ability if you have like a friend you want to play with. You want to buff their damage and stuff, like their ability damage. Really fun ability. And then going over his fourth Ravenous, essentially he can you can only trigger this once you hit once I think you have once you have more than 4 stacks, 3 stacks. What you do is you will essentially summon an area around you that will have little maggots go out and leech on enemies and attack them. And if you hit them with your virulence with your first, they will explode and they will add to your stacks. And this is a fun ability. So another thing you need to know with Nidus' passive, he does have passive healing. No, it's not like that fast. It's not insane, but the way I have Nidus now, it's pretty good. Okay, so that's a brief description of the abilities. I'm gonna show you what's up here in a bit. Um, to kind of show you, right now we have nothing here. This is just base at max rank. I have formed him twice. Um, and if you want to see what he looks like when he mutated, fully mutated, so right now, like, this is him, no stacks. You hit mutation, this is him fully mutated. Regular Nidus looks something different. Let me put on that skin. Ignore the color scheme. Why do I have so many helmets? It's weird. That's what he looks like when he's mutated. Pretty cool. I like it. I do like the Prime version though, because I will say it looks kind of like blood, like veins or the muscles like sticking out, and then like the bone over here. That's why I have it like this color scheme. It looks weird like this, but to me like that's all like bone. And as he mutates, he'll go into this, but it'll be progressive. Like I think it'll start with his right arm, and it'll progress down to the other side, or his left arm, I think. Um, yeah, left arm, and super cool. Anyways, let's show you what's up. To kind of just another thing, over here I am using the Synapse, I'm using the Pox, and I'm using the Hirudo. I highly recommend if you're gonna run Nidus, run the Hirudo. If you can get the Cody Hirudo, even better. This is a good way to keep yourself up, and yeah. So who are we gonna go with? Feeling Corpus. Spawn level yeah, Corpus. Oh, I forgot to go over stats. So we're gonna have that up. So let's compare regular Nidus to Nidus Prime. Where are you? Okay. So base Nidus compared to Nidus Prime is a huge buff. So his health goes up from 455 to 550. Once again, he has no shields. His armor goes up from 350 to 425. His energy goes up from 100 to 140, and he has a sprint speed of 1, so it's pretty average on the speed. But like I said, he is a powerhouse of a Warframe, and he is really fun. Before we get into like this too, I do want to say that he does really well in endurance missions. So anything like survivals, anything where you have to be there long, he excels at because of his stacks. So to kind of show you what's up with his first, I'm gonna hit these guys first with the first ability. And one thing that you need to know, so if you don't know where your one is gonna be, you can hold the ability. So I'm on PlayStation, right? So I hold R1 and I hold X. You can see a little square of how far it's gonna hit, and it's a good way to decide if it's worth hitting the enemy or not. And you just let it go, and there you go. As you can see there on the bottom. Oh, what the hell? As you can see there on the bottom right, you can see that stack went up. That's how many hits I got with it. Hit it again. Goes up again. Hit it again. It goes up again. Has he started mutating? No, not yet. And you do it again. Now it's 2. Any mutations? Not that I'm aware of. Okay. And that's all it is. It increases with strength, obviously, with the amount of... There you go. First mutation. With your strength increases with the amount of stacks you have. Okay, now to show you the second ability by itself. Do that. There you go. You group them all together. And it is on a cooldown. Not a cooldown, it's on a... Yeah, it's not on a cooldown, it's on a set duration. So, yeah. Showing off the third ability. This is what you do. That's also on a minute cooldown. The good thing too is if you like this with an enemy, if you have this on an ally, you both can, if you hit your first, oh, it can cause it 2 over there. Yeah, you both hit your first, and you can make him aim where you're aiming at. It's a fun little trick. A lot of people don't know about this, but yeah, you can both essentially just double the damage you deal. Like I said, like you saw right now, if you have a group of enemies, you just there, you just mess them up. Okay, let me go get some more stacks. Is he still alive? Let me make sure he's dead. Oh, he's still alive. Alright, now to show you the fourth ability. Let me get some energy real quick. Am I gonna do anything extra? No, I'm just showing you the fourth by itself. So this is what the fourth does. The fourth does heal you, by the way. Your first, like I said earlier, If you hit your first, you're going to um you are going to get some energy back. And if you hit enemies with the maggots on them, they explode. I will show that though. Watch. They explode. And they contribute a lot to your stacks. So if you're surrounded, something gonna pop up. And when you get on this, it will heal you like at a faster rate. And yeah, this is on a cooldown. Not a cooldown, it's on a set duration. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much how those abilities look. Now, I did show you them individually. They do have a synergy to them that I kind of showed. But, yeah. But as you can see, this is him fully mutated. I like because it looks like he kind of has eyes, for real. And a mouth. Like, it looks like he's grinning. But, yeah, anyways. Let's get into the showcase. Now we're on to the modding portion of it. Full disclosures, if you all don't have any prime mods, keep your Alpha Barrel Tier. If you're looking for set mods, you can usually find a lot of them in Cities, Fortuna, and Demos. If you see a corrupted mod that I'm using, that is for, you can get those in Demos and Derelict Vaults and Demos. For that, you gotta be in a clan, you gotta construct corrupted holokeys, and yeah. Okay, so how would I mod this as a new player, someone who's barely picking them up, or someone who's like who wants to get them not the most, someone who wants a decent template to start with. Okay, so as a new player, I'm coming this with the perspective of a new player perspective. I'm gonna go with Flow for some more energy, just because he is like, you can spam his abilities. As far as aura goes, I'm gonna wanna add, where is it? Rejuvenation. I had something else on my main build that's always like that, but I would add that to increase the passive health regen that he gets. Now he has no shield, so you don't have to use Vigor on this one. You can use regular Vitality, and then you're gonna want to go with some Continuity for duration, and then you're gonna want to go with some Stretch for some range, and we'll throw on some Transient Fortitude for some strength and a little bit of duration. Our duration will take a hit, but it's not that bad. What else can we add with him? Intensify for the strength. Let's see. We do want. What do we want here? So there are two mods that you can use, because on my main build I have it sort of like a tank build. Um, this is a set mod, or this is like one of those mods you can. I don't know what this other mod is, but you can use Hunter Adrenaline. Essentially, what's going on is, as you take in health, as you taking damage to your health, it creates energy. I use this one on my main build, Hunter Adrenaline. But the one I used to run with, a good combination for me, was where is it? Was Rage. Where are you? Yeah, I would run Rage. The only reason I go with Hunter Adrenaline is because it has a little bit more. It converts more energy than this. But I would throw this on. Oh god, I throw that on. And this is sort of like a mid to late game mod. Once you like complete the whole star chart, you can throw on some adaptation for some more like resistance in terms of damage. If you don't have that, you can throw on some power drifts. Where are you? You can throw on some power drift for some more strength. You can throw it up here on the exilus slot. You can just throw it down here. I'm gonna throw rage on, and then I'm just gonna find something to fit it. So for this sake, I'm gonna throw on some augur. Augur. It doesn't need shields though. I just go for the extra range. Oh god. Yeah, that's messing me up over here. I'm gonna take this off, throw some Ugger Reach. And then... see if I can fit this on here. Nope. Okay, yeah. So, I'm gonna show it off like this. But, just remember... in game setting, you're gonna want to have this on over here, so like adaptation or something, because it'll provide you an extra layer of tankiness. So yeah, plus this just grants you more energy as you're getting hit, because you're always gonna be getting hit to your health as you have no shields. So looking at his stats now, his health goes up from 650 to 1300. No shield, armor stays at 525. You can add more armor if you want. His energy goes up from 190 to 541. Duration is at 125. Efficiency is at 100%, so it's base efficiency. Range is at 175, and strength is at 195, up from 115. Do I have a shard on him? Why is his ability like that high? That's weird. Alright. Oh, it's picking up some builds from my main build. Okay, that explains it. Might be a little off because I guess it's picking up my arcane from a different loadout slot, which doesn't make sense because there's no arcanes on here. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how they look like now. Slight change in the strength, but you get the idea. Okay, so showing off this ability by itself. You can see the range is a lot. You can cover like everything now. Hit him again. Hit him again. There you go. Choking the second ability. What you do? You can pair this up with it first like this, and this is how you gain stacks early on. As you can see, I'm already at like 9. Be careful when you use this in a public scene, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll see that second ability go up and they'll just immediately start shooting it, stealing your kills. So yeah, this is what the third looks like. And once again, if you hit your first, you both hit your first. And then is there black on him? That looks sick. What else? Oh yeah, the fourth. This is what the fourth looks like. The areas increase a bit, and the reach of the maggots go out. You hit your second ability, there's a maggot that'll jump on there. If you hold your first, you see them all jump on there. You hit it, and there you go. You wipe them all out. And yeah, that's pretty much how he plays. Right now we're gonna go into my build. I'm gonna show you what changes, because it's a significant change. And I'm gonna mod them up, and then we'll go into a mission. So yeah, be right back. I got everything loaded up. We are gonna go over my build real quick. So what I'm running with, and this is what works for me like late game and stuff. Here's what's changed.
Now get out
Oh
there
god.
and cut down and make the Lotus proud.
So I'm running the Umbro set over here. So I'm running Umbro Fiber for more armor, Umbro Intensify for strength, Umbro Vitality for strength. I'm running Stretch for range, Continuity for duration, Transient Fortitude, Rage, and more duration and health. I'm not running Flow on this because the Rage is supposed to, as I'm taking damage, I'm going to be gaining energy. So I'm always going to have energy. And I'm also running Dreamer's Bond for passive energy regen and the squad regen. The health regen, my bad. On top of that, I'm running Molt Augmented to increase my strength by 25%. And then I'm also running Arcane Bellicose, which I gain 6% ability strength for every 250 health. Obviously, I have a lot of health, up to 72%. And yeah. I haven't put any Archon shards on him. I want to get to him next. I'm working on other Warframes. Like I'm working on like specific builds for Warframe, and I haven't gotten to him yet. But I do want to add some. I think I'm gonna give him a yellow shard and maybe like 4 or 3 red shards and maybe a blue shard. Maybe I still have to. I haven't seen like all of them, but yeah, that's what I'm running with. This doesn't change. This is a huge help into staying up. So like if you get low, just start swinging. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'm not gonna cut here. We're just gonna look for a mission and start. I do just want to say, once we get into it, I am gonna start yapping about stuff with life and stuff. So we're going into the yapping portion of it too, while I showcase like the synergy of his kit. Okay, so I'm gonna make this friends only. And what do we got active here? We'll do an experiment. I said we'll do that. All right, we'll do this one over here. Yes. All right, so here we are. So most important thing when you start off building your stacks. So there's no need to be quiet when it comes to Nidus. Just go crazy because oh my god, something is messing me up. And me, like, I want people aggro to me because that reminded me of Monster Inc. Is that what I think it is? It is what I thought it was. I want aggro and I want the alarm up so people can start shooting me and get more energy. Essentially, this energy, what you want to do is you want to hit your second and hit your first. Oh god, thought you were doing something. And that's how you get your stacks. This dude is calling me. Can't right now, dude. The third is very situational. If you feel like you're like overwhelmed with enemies and you need to like get some damage redirected somewhere else, you can link it, but you're basically just gonna be hitting your second and your first. Your fourth, if you're doing like a mobile defense or something, you are going to gonna use it to lock down an area essentially. And it can heal like other targets. My cat is messing things up, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're gonna see basically how he plays out right now. I'm not trying to just ability spam. I've never been those kind of people. I try and synergize like my gunplay with my abilities. But yeah. So anyways, as we're going through this, what can I yab about? I know I haven't been uploading a lot on my channel. I've actually been stockpiling Battlefield footage because I've been playing Battlefield. Literally after the Battlefield beta, I've just been waiting for Battlefield 6, and it's a few weeks away. Like 2 or 3 weeks away. I hate that this does that. You know what? No, look. If this ever does that in Extermination, just keep going. They'll respawn in front of you. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad. But yeah, they're gonna spawn in front of you. You just gotta get to like a different tile set where like enemies are spawning up. You see? It moved. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, no, I haven't been uploading as much because I've just been waiting for Battlefield 6. Plus, like, being sick and going through some personal stuff right now. Well, things are getting better. I've been going through some personal... Oh, my God. Some personal stuff right now with work and all that stuff. I don't know if I told you, I kind of had, like, my mental health hasn't been, like, good lately. Started going to therapy and stuff. Some other stuff, too, that I've been working on, but... yeah. Once Battlefield goes up, I'm start uploading a lot more Battlefield. I am gonna keep uploading Warframe for sure. I want to play that new freaking quest we're doing the year, and I'm gonna cover this quest right now. Is unannounced fall update gonna come with a quest? Is that what it relieves Wisp Portal and stuff? We'll see. I do plan on covering that. And right now, I've actually been playing a lot of Fallout 76. I saw, when was it? While I was sick a couple weeks ago. Um, I like binged all of season 1 of Fallout, and I love it. I love Fallout so much, dude. Like that universe is so cool. And I'm excited for season 2. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check out Fallout. It's a really good show, and it's a really good game. A lot of people like to gatekeep like fucking New Vegas and shit, but I'm missing out, man. If you all want like a Fallout to play online that's like decent, you can get in Fallout 76. A lot of people say it's bad, but man, it just had a bad launch, and it's really like solid now. Like the community in the game is super cool. Wow, I finished it that quick. Community is super cool. There's not like a lot of people trying to scam you and stuff. Back then, there used to be like a lot, because people would sell things at ridiculous prices. Sometimes that's still a thing, but it's just in looking for a vendor that sells cheap. If you're into that, really fun game. Honestly, I highly recommend you check out 76. You have a lot of shit to do, and it's Fallout Online basically. And PvP isn't as bad anymore. Some people wish they could PvP. I don't really think that's like a place for PvP. It has its place. It has its moments. Maybe there could be some PvP events, but I don't know. I like the game where it's at now. It's fun. Plus the camping and the building, like on like your personal, like your little camp, super cool. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much how you synergize Nidus. Man, I didn't think I'd finish this mission so fast. For real. Thought it'd be like more. Yeah, that's pretty much how you synergize with Nidus. You hit your second, you hit your first. If you want to lock down an area, you do this. And yeah, there's not much to it. It's just keeping your stacks up. Once you get to 15, if you take lethal damage, you will proc your Undying passive, which prevents you from dying, obviously. And yeah, you want to keep building the stacks. It's all about building the stacks. And if you want stuff like you want to go for like long endurance runs, Nidus can get you pretty far. Like he's pretty cool, especially like his ability damage and everything scales with his stacks. Super cool. Anyways, I did yap a little bit. I have more I want to say, but I think I'm gonna cut it off there because I don't want to make it too long. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you have a good day. If you like what you saw, you want more, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Nidus. You know, Nidus for me has a special place for me because it's tied to a friend who I consider still really close. Really good person. Really good chill. He told me he was gonna get on when Nidus Prime got released, and he never got on. But he enlisted for like the military, so yeah, super cool stuff. If for whatever reason he sees this, he knows who he is. What's up? Anyways, with that being said, I'll catch you all later. Be safe and have a good week, alright? Catch you all later. Peace.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.